Fisheries and aquaculture are an important source of livelihood for 2.8 crore fishers and fish farmers in India. During the last 9 years, the Government of India has brought transformational changes in this sunrise sector to enhance the incomes of fishers and fish farmers and for holistic and sustainable development of the sector. Keeping the welfare of fishers and fish farmers at the core, the Government of India created a separate Department of Fisheries in February 2019, followed by the creation of a new Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying in June 2019. In line with the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's vision, the government is infusing substantial investments worth rupees 38,572 crore in the sector.
पहली बार देश में इतनी बड़ी व्यापक योजना बनाई गई है। आजादी के बाद इस पर जितना निवेश हुआ, उनसे भी कई गुना ज्यादा निवेश प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना पर किया जा रहा है।
Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana happens to be the highest investment ever approved for fisheries and aquaculture, for enhancing production and productivity with infusion and adoption of technology, supported by creation and strengthening of fisheries infrastructure. Growing sustainably at an average of 8.6% per annum, the fisheries sector contributes around 7% to the agricultural GVA and more than 1% to the national GVA. The national fish production stood at an all-time high of 162.48 lakh tons in 2021-22. In the past 9 years, India has doubled its inland fisheries and aquaculture production, as well as seafood exports, and seen a threefold increase of brackish water shrimp production, contributing enormously to the incomes of fishers and fish farmers. India's meteoric rise in the fisheries sector is an outcome of the hard work of our fishers and fish farmers, technological contribution of the scientific community around the supportive government policies. The government has been supporting marine fishermen with new boats and nets, deep sea fishing vessels, communication and safety devices for safety and security at sea, quality brood and seed programs, affordable feed, species diversification, cold chain infrastructure and modern fishing harbors and fish landing centers and marketing linkages. Prioritizing the well-being of fishers, fish farmers and fish workers, the government has brought them under financial and social security net with group accidental insurance coverage and provision of livelihood support during seasonal fish ban or lean period. In order to provide additional livelihood opportunities, cage culture, seaweed cultivation, ornamental fisheries and mussel cultivation are being promoted. For ensuring safety and security of fishermen at sea, indigenously developed vessel communication and support system by ISRO are being installed free of cost in 1 lakh fishing vessels for the fishermen to stay connected with their families and communicate with authorities in times of distress. To build fish stocks and augment the productivity of marine ecosystem, the government is taking up the initiatives of developing artificial reefs and promoting sea ranching. The government has also taken up river ranching on a large scale. The Government of India extended the Kisan Credit Card facility to fishers and fish farmers since 2018-19 to help them meet their working capital requirements. A Fishers Outreach Program, Sagar Parikrama Yatra, led by Honorable Union Minister, Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, has been initiated to meet fishers and fishing communities at their doorsteps, understand their issues and address the grievances of fishers, fish farmers, vendors, coastal women, workers and all stakeholders along the fisheries value chain. India's enterprising youth, especially in the rural and coastal areas, are readily taking up fisheries as an enterprise opportunity under PM-MSY and contributing towards employment generation. A strong fisheries startup ecosystem and incubators are encouraging entrepreneurs via competitive events like the Fisheries Startup Grand Challenge. The 12 most promising startups in the fisheries sector have been selected as the winners of this challenge and are being facilitated by the ministry. Today, India's fisheries sector is proudly treading ahead to become Atmanirbhar, as envisioned by our Honorable Prime Minister, striving towards a progressive fisheries sector, playing a critical role in building our nation. We are further tapping its potential to reach newer heights in a sustainable manner, ushering in economic prosperity.